Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another amazing episode on the podcast. I'm Bernadette, and joining me today is Shawna Solomon, all the way from Texas. Is it Texas or Houston?
I'm in Houston, Texas.
Okay. How are you?
I am great. How are you today?
Oh, fantastic. Hanging on by a thread or a
Yeah.
string.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah. Life has been busy, chaotic, interesting, and it never stops.
I understood, but the same for everybody, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So
Yeah.
welcome back. I think this is your second time, right, on the podcast?
Yes. Yes, it
Awesome.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. So for anyone who hasn't watched the first episode that you did on the podcast, can you walk us through your journey a little bit? Tell us what you do and who you are.
Okay. So I am Shawna Solomon. I'm a brand success strategist. I have a brand development firm, Shawna Solomon and Associates, and I've also have a store, a boutique, which I've had since 2005. Who do I serve, you ask me?
Yeah.
So now I serve women entrepreneurs who are looking to go into the speaking and facilitating space.
That's awesome. And how long have
Yeah.
you been doing that work for?
That works since about 2020.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yes, I've had the store since '05, and I shifted into the consultant space. I'll say like 2019 and then officially 2020.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, before we got on camera, you were saying that you had to take some time away, which was
Yes.
rejuvenating, painful, and maybe at times uncertainties arises. Can you walk us
Yes.
through that? Why did you need that break, and what did you learn and gain from having that break?
So I took a break because I felt like I needed some clarity. I needed to step back. Um, I'll use the word overwhelmed because, you get these clients that are constantly coming to you, and I just felt like something wasn't connecting. I wasn't sure what it was. I felt like I was taking on clients that didn't align. Um, and it just didn't feel like heart work. Like I really want to do work that I love, and I didn't feel like I was loving it anymore. So I decided that I wanted to take some time off. And it was a little scary because that sometimes that can feel like failure, like we discussed, especially coming from a space of being a teenage mom and being told that you are going to be a failure. So having to stop and pivot, depending on your mindset, that tries to creep in. And so taking time off and having to announce that I was not going to be taking clients kind of felt like a failure moment for me. However, I decided to I said I had to do it. I had to do what was going to be God led. And that's what I did. I said, I can't worry about what everybody else is thinking. I need to do this so that I can be not just the best version for my clients, but also for me, for my husband, for my kids.
Mhm.
So I said, let me at least do 90 days, which he was like, just do 30. I was like, nope, I'm doing 90.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
took off 90 days um,
mm,
and did a serious pivot, did some cleaning house.
yeah.
And it was the best thing that I could have done.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's really
Thank
cool.
you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Especially, living in a hustling society and culture. The more you do, the better you are. The more you do, the more success you have, which are lies. There can be truth to it if there's enough balance. Because
Right.
everything requires balance. And I always tell people you can't give what you don't have. So
Absolutely.
I honor you for realizing and recognizing that you needed that break. And
Yes.
as painful as it was, you still listened to what your soul was telling you to do.
Yes. And I think when it comes to the hustle mindset, like a lot of us, especially Black women, we were told that we have to constantly go.
Mhm.
And that's not the case. Like that was embedded in me. I was raised by a single Black mom. I was surrounded by strong Black women. They were all entrepreneurs. And it was like, you have to do this. You have to, you got to be a go-getter. You get, and so when that's embedded in you and you don't have that balance, that work-life balance that even exists then.
Yeah.
So you're constantly on a goal. To me, that is not a flex. That is not a goal of mine.
Mm.
is to run myself ragged and to always be tired. Sis needs to bring me the soft life. When my husband said you do not have to work, say less. Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy that time. But again, you don't have to have a husband to do that. You just have to have certain things in place. And sometimes you have to step back from the chaos that you're in, because a lot of times we don't realize we're in chaos. You
Yeah.
got to step out of that
Hmm. Hmm.
and start over and say, hey, this is how I want this to happen. And
Yeah.
if you don't do that, like you can look at it as a pivot, a pause, whatever but you sometimes you have to step outside of that chaos in order to rearrange your schedule, your life, in order to step back in with some clarity.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And
Yeah.
also you have a new book. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes.
And who is it for?
So let me just say, this is so funny because this 90 days, when I tell you it brought me clarity.
Mm.
So one of the reasons why I mentioned as far as like me stepping away is because I felt like there were things that were not aligning. Well, something that wasn't aligning was my clients.
Mm.
So in that 90 days, I was thinking about making money because regardless of what hubs do, I still got to have my own revenue.
Yeah.
And I knew that if I decided to come back, that I did not want certain clients. So I wrote a book called Fire That Client because I just did not want regular, there were certain clients that I just knew did not align with me. And it's okay.
Hmm.
And I think a lot of times we get with clients, we get with clients because we feel like we need that money or we want that revenue. But a lot of times they don't align
Yeah.
for whatever reason. They could not be the right audience. They could not have the right goals. They're draining, all of those things. Um, and it's okay to fire them. You're not for everyone, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Like that's literally the in the book, right? And so I decided to finish that, and I said going in, so that's going to set the standard
Hmm.
when I relaunched, because I ended up not even doing a full launch, but when I decided to open my books back up, that was how I set my standard was with the standards that I have in my book.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. That's really
Yes.
cool. How is your book doing? And what are some positive feedbacks that you got from it?
The book did great. It sold out twice. So I have not re-upped on it at all, mainly because I wanted it to be exclusive. It is on Amazon, but we sold it on my website.
Oh, okay.
And we did it kind of like the way that I did it, I wanted it to be where it was a me thing. It was like, let's do this campaign where we are speaking to people like me who didn't understand that it is okay to have like a certain clientele. So we sold out with the pre-orders. The pre-orders were the book. You get a pen, and you also get the conversation cards. So those went out with that first, I think within like maybe 2 hours, that those were gone. So
Mm.
then we waited a couple weeks and then we relaunched. And same thing happened. So we are waiting now to do some meet and greets because now we are getting some people that are like, oh, we would love for you to come and actually have conversations with it, which is great because that's a part of the ecosystem, right? Um,
Yeah.
so it did what it was supposed to do. The feedback that we are getting is we didn't realize how many coaches were going to say, oh, I needed this for me.
Mm.
Right. So again, there's exercises that are in there that are going to help the other side. So it's not just um, it's for both sides of the coin, right? So it's so that you can understand your position and so that they can understand their position as well. You're not for everybody. When somebody says that they want to work with everybody, that comes with a lot.
Yeah.
When you know who your audience is and you can, know how their mind works and know certain their psychographics, all type of things about them, it's easier for you to hit those pain points where you don't have to deal with certain things. And it's okay to say no, being okay with saying no when it comes to pricing,
Mm-hmm.
right? You don't have issues. I can count on on one hand how many times I have had a refund in my store. And
Mm.
I've been in business since '05. Why? Because we target certain people.
Yeah. Yeah.
They know what they want. They're okay with the price point. They know the quality, right? So those are the things that we talk about that are in that book. It's not just about firing a client, it's about knowing your client as well.
Mm. I love that you mentioned knowing, because if
Yes,
we don't know, then how are the clients we're trying to get gonna know? And you talked
absolutely.
about alignment as well.
Yep.
Let's touch a little bit on that and talk to us about some misalignment signs within the business that you're doing.
Misalignment. Misalignment,
Yeah.
boundaries.
Mm.
When somebody just that client that just does not believe in boundaries, the
Mm.
one who doesn't like processes, the
Oh.
ones them,
Hmm.
those are heavy red flags. Like if I say this is the link to book and you say, oh, I have, the ones who might question your pricing,
Hmm. Hmm.
those are red flags that most of us ignore
Yeah.
because we think that we are fixers. We think that we can help this person. We want to help this person. A lot, it's our heart.
Hmm.
A lot of us operate out of our hearts. We have to stop doing that, right? Because they're take that what they're doing to the bank.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
You can't, right?
Hmm.
When they're late on their payment, that affects your bottom line, not theirs.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
So there are things that like, again, the boundaries are huge. That the questioning your value and your pricing,
Hmm.
huge. The boundaries are huge for me. If I say that this is what my schedule is, and I make sure all my clients get that this is what my schedule is. If
Hmm.
you go outside of that,
Yeah.
we can't do this because again, I had just because I am on whether I'm scrolling on Facebook, that does not mean I'm available to you.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Just because you see me out with my husband enjoying myself does not mean. And again, I'm not person. I talk business going to the grocery store. I'll give somebody a strategy, but that does not mean that's me
Yeah.
leading that conversation. You know what I mean? So it's like I
Yeah.
think that again, a lot of times we allow people to bypass a lot of those red flags, and
Yeah.
but we look at it as help. We look at it as or sometimes we just need the money,
Hmm. Hmm.
and we let a lot of things slide. So yeah, those
Hmm.
that
Oh, I
alignment, you
love
have
that.
to be aligned. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's drawing the line.
Yep.
And
Boundaries are huge.
yeah, yeah. And it depends on who you're setting the boundary for. And they have a way, like kind of manipulative, narcissistic, controlling behavior.
And don't even realize it.
Yeah. And they come on so strong. I've dealt with people like that.
Yep.
Right.
Manipulative, like, mm-hmm.
Yeah. They just it's like breaking and entering in someone's house and calling it yours.
Yep. Yep.
Basically.
Yep. That's exactly what, or if you have somebody like the way that I feel like when somebody says, well, can you do it for this?
Hmm.
That's an insult to me
Yeah. Yeah.
because you can't walk into any other store and negotiate in the stores that you can do that in.
Hmm.
It's not Nordstrom and I'm high value.
Mm.
Right? So you can't go into Nordstrom and say this is what you want to pay. This is the price. You pay it or you go
Yeah.
to the what's the name? I forgot that it's like something Ben.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
go over there and negotiate with them. You can't negotiate over here.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
disrespectful. So I think and a lot of times we have to have the confidence to say no. We have to have the confidence in ourselves and what it is that we do to say no to the disrespect of our boundaries, to the disrespect of our pricing.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And also saying no is an answer and it's healthy. And people need to understand and recognize that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah,
yes.
that's
That people
awesome.
pleasing. People pleasing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
OMG,
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. I think those of us who set very strong, healthy boundaries, we have been through some crap. We kind of know. We've
Yep,
let people walk all over us, and
yep,
they've taken so much that there was nothing left for us to even give ourselves. And
yep.
over time, we're like, that's it. And these people, when you see them, you really don't want to mess with them because
And
they
then
know.
we're the bad ones after meanwhile you done took us through they're always upset at our reaction to their
Mm,
BS.
mm, yeah, yeah. I
Like, no, let's talk about how we got here or how you got cut off or why you can no longer book
mhm,
with
mhm.
me anymore. You know, like,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah, yeah, I
that's
agree.
the whole the boundaries is
That's
boundaries
in
ticks
your
me
book,
off.
right?
That it's in the book. Yes, we talk about boundaries. I touch on pricing because
Okay.
again, like I feel like when you don't value that, why should they?
Mm, yeah, yeah.
Why should they? If you allow people to cross those boundaries, people are going to do exactly what you allow them to do.
Oof. Yeah, that's true. That's very
And
true.
having systems in place is what avoids that.
Yeah.
You know, when somebody says, "Hey, can you jump on a call real quick?" Like I had to change my phone number because I realized that my phone number was out there and it was out there for that I had, I had a friend that I, did some
Mhm,
business with. Somehow it got to somebody else and they were like, "Hey, can we jump on a call real quick?" And that messed up the process
mm,
because instead of you going through the my CRM and then going through that process, which then gets you to my assistant before, and
yeah.
takes you. Now I'm having the consult. You haven't paid for it,
Mm,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
So now I'm not taking notes because we're having a conversation, and the system takes notes. So now I have to double back. No, you're not creating more work for me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just more work. Yeah.
It's more work. And now I gotta charge you for now I have to charge you for a consult on your invoice because you didn't have one. You didn't go through the proper channels to do it the first
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
definitely. So do you plan on having different speaking engagements and workshops for your new book? Or how are you letting the word down?
So the goal is to do some meet and greets and some workshops.
Okay.
Um, I actually got caught up. So within that 90-day session, I ended up getting a contract with the city of Houston.
Yeah, yeah.
So that kind of helped because I was able to, sell some of the books there.
Mhm,
But then I also am now part of, there's a program, it's called WE360 with the YWCA of Houston. So doing that, so that kind of took up the time for me to be able to do anything. So yes, I do have a workshop that is coming up for facilitators, which
mhm,
is going to be amazing. And then there are going to be some meet and greets that are going to be on the website. I think it's effective. They're going to be posted in about 2 weeks
mhm.
for November, after November 26th, because that's when we shut down the firm and prepare for our new
Mhm.
clients come January.
Yep. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us as we wrap up?
No, that's it. I just wanted to just have the conversation about the book, and I just feel like that just mentioning again, when it comes to us having clients, that you're not for everybody, and that's the point,
Mhm.
that it's okay to say no. It's definitely important to have boundaries in your business. It's important to protect yourself. Um, think
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. Oh, and it's okay to pivot, to
Mm,
take that pause that I did. That pause that I think a lot of times, especially now with the state, with the way the world is right now, a lot of people are trying to determine if they're going, like with work, or if they're going to jump into entrepreneurship, if they
yeah,
can continue to do what they're doing. It's okay to pivot. Just have a plan when you do it.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and having a nice support system. With that pivot, I don't think I would have been able to do it if I didn't have the right support system behind me and
Mhm.
being able to say this is what that plan looks like. So again, me taking that 90 days and saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm going to finish this book. I'm going to update my website. I'm going to," so like that allowed me to get a lot of work done in that time frame, and I knew how I was coming out on the other side.
Mm, yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing. Two questions for you as we wrap up. What is
Okay.
the meaning of life for you?
Oh, the meaning of life. That's an interesting question. The meaning of life is to, I don't know, I guess it's to live it to the fullest and to enjoy every moment, every waking moment.
Hmm.
Be blessed that you're still here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, I don't think that the way that I think about life now as a 50-year-old is different. Like, I think that if I could go back and change it,
Hmm.
if I can start like do something different, even from me being 20, it's precious. So definitely take like every day, like live every day, because I don't think that people realize how fast life goes. So it's meaningful. Life is definitely meaningful. I think people take a lot of it, take it for granted.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Yes.
So Shawna, where can people find you and connect with you and buy your book?
So the book is on shawnasolomon.com/fire that client.
Hmm.
And I am the THEE style, STYLEMUVA, the style mother on all channels except for YouTube. I'm Shawna Solomon. The link is in my bio to reach everything. But I am the style mother on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on all good things. I talk all business on Instagram. On TikTok, I have a little bit of fun. Me and my little fur baby. But yeah, Instagram, I'm all business. So that's where you can find me. My workshops. I do have a school now, so that's where all the courses and stuff is over on my school platform.
Awesome, awesome. Well,
Yeah.
Shawna, thank you so much for coming back on the podcast and thank you for who you are and everything that you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate you for having me back.
You're welcome.
Have a good